We sat down with three fathers to discuss the good, bad, and complexities of fatherhood. Join us as we go in depth with the Colleys, the Bruces, and the Jacksons for a heartfelt discussion on the dynamic relationship between father and son.
If you can go back to the day that I was born, what would you tell yourself?
Wow, that's a good question. I was thinking about that today, matter of fact. Now I go back for the day you was born and tell myself now that I'll have an amazing son with a bright smile, bright future, smart, handsome, intelligent, and that I was nervous, but it was all worth it because you are my son, literally son. You shine bright in the sky.
What would I tell myself between now and then? I don't know. I was too amazed at the fact that I actually produced a son. Um, Nothing else mattered at that moment when I first held you. So
If you could go back to the day that I was born, what would you tell yourself?
If I could go back, um, I would say that there are people who can help me. Um, I thought that as soon as I had you, I was supposed to know everything, and I was supposed to be, this super dad and know how to change diapers and all this stuff, and I didn't know anything. And I tried to take that role on, like trying to just do it on my own. I mean, your mom's was there, but then she go out to sea, so I'm by myself. And slowly but surely, people started trying to help. And I think by the time that happened, you were probably like 2. So it's like I could have had much more help if I would have just reached out and told people that I needed help instead.
What were you like before you met me, and how have I changed you?
Man, I was no care, carefree. It's all about myself. But when you came along, everything's changed. When you came out your mom's wombs and I seen you, first thing I say is like, oh man, this joker look like my mama, right? But you brighten up my day that I know that I had to do right, that I want to be, in the rest of your life forever, and I want you to be the best version of me, in which you are living up to that. So you far past me, and I'm great. I'm honored to be your father.
Yes, sir.
I was horrible. Running the streets, doing everything I wasn't supposed to do, hopping from job to job. Uh, if I got tired at a job, I just leave it. I was just like, I don't like it here, so I'll go. But when you came, it was more like, whether I like this job or not, I got to make money. I got to make sure he's good. It wasn't about me anymore. It's like, forget my feelings. It's about making sure you're good. So I still moved jobs, but I can't be reckless with it. And it made me want to improve. I don't like moving laterally. I want to move up because the more I do, I want you to, see that I'm trying to do better. So when you get older, you see me improving, so you want to improve.
I didn't realize, okay, I gotta stop doing stuff because I have somebody to take care of. So I kind of I was a little bit wild, but um, I had to take life a little bit more serious and think about my future a little bit more serious when I realized I actually have a human person that looks up to me, and I need to focus my life on future things and not what I'm doing now. So that's changed the most, I think.
When were you the proudest of me?
When, like, you actually sat me down and actually told me about, like my future and all that. Like, I know you wasn't trying to be harsh on them, but, like, you told me, like, straight up, like what I need to do to be better myself, and I appreciate you for that, because I know I do get lazy, and I'm not I need to get more focus on more important things, and I'm just happy that I got someone that tells me like the ways of life, and how I need to manage my money, like everything that I need to know.
That one time back in June of 2018 when you became senior chief, we was on base and you had to wear your uniform, and we all was like, we was, I know we were on base and we was in that place over there, and you had your uniform on, and I think you was being promoted. And me and mom was definitely proud. I was definitely proud of you. Like, I could back my friends like, yes sir, my dad's a chief. Yes sir, yes sir. But yeah, I was definitely proud at that moment.
There's a lot of times I've been like when I would go to my football games, and I'd just be there sitting on the sideline, don't see nobody there, and I see you pull up, all dripped out, supporting me. Oh yeah. And or when I'm in a kickoff and I'm about to play, I see you right there, get ready to hit somebody.
I didn't know you was watching me.
Or when I make a play and I hear you in the background, like, yep, that's my dad.
Hey, man, I'm proud of what you do.
How am I most like you, and how does that scare you?
Oh my God, your mouth. So, being that I came from another background, I had no filters. Like I'm gonna tell you how I feel, like how. So as I got older and I seen you doing it, I knew I had to stop. And I was like, all right, my son has no filter and he doesn't care how he feels about whatever he gonna tell you. So I had to stop doing it. And now when I think stuff, you say it, and it's like, oh my God, would he please stop? So that scares me because as much as as much as your mouth can get you in trouble, I can get out of it. Not you.
I would say you don't like school, and I did not like school. But I know that if I tried just a little bit harder, I could have got picked up for scholarships. I was so lazy and chasing all the girls that I didn't pay any attention to school like I was supposed to. I was too busy in class looking around, seeing who I could talk to, trying to get numbers, things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And you're so much smarter than me. And I just know that if you actually applied yourself, you can go anywhere you want to. You can be anything you want to be. And I think you're so much like me where you want to be the friend and you like girls and you love girls and you like being around girls. And the more I understand that, but it's like if you could just pull it back some and focus a little bit more, I think your academic level can go up so much higher.
When have you felt the closest to me?
I think right now, when you're stationed in Chicago, even though you're stationed, you're in Chicago, I feel like we bond much more better. We get to talk a lot more, even though you be at work. We'll FaceTime at late at night when we say our prayers. We talk about our day, and I feel like you and I right there, we just get closer and closer as time go by.
Do you know like any mistakes that your father made that you wouldn't do to me when I was growing up?
Any mistakes? I say my father didn't talk to me about things like teach me about life, money, investing, uh, things that I want you to know before you get out on your own. I want you to know, like what to do with your money, like, not spend your money on the wrong thing and making sure you got your career, path is kind of set or, at least an idea of what you had to do or what you want to do. But I never really was talked to about like that.
Oh, leave. I will never leave you.
Yes, sir.
That's the hardest part. All the times you always trying to say how, to be a perfect man, perfect father. There's some things that my father was there, but sometimes my father wasn't there and then left. But it taught me never to give up. I was there to take care of my son and take care of my family. But at the end of the day, we make our own path, right? But I just want you to be great, you know.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what I learned from my father.
Yes, sir.
When do you think I need you the most, and why do you think that is?
It's hard to say because you're so independent, and I love it, but at the same time I hate it because like even when you have a job and I'm trying to do little fatherly things for you, like hey, let me buy your food or something like that. You're like, nah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I know you got the money. I know you can take care of it, but let me do this for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't got too much more time for this. You know what I'm saying? So you're not the little kid who relies on me anymore to put you into the car seat and, you know, you don't depend on me like that no more. And we ain't got a lot of time together. So, I mean, we have time together, but you don't have to rely on me as much as you used to. So the little things that I can do for you, I like to do. I like, paying for your food. I like buying you a shirt, from the store or something like that. But you're so independent. It's kind of like, I got it. I got my own money. I take care of it. And, I know that's going to make you a good man. But right now, I still want that, I guess, that responsibility because I still want to hold that father role for as long as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I think everything in life, it's hard to let you go, because I'm so used to you being my friend, not only my son, but my friend. And let's let you know that it's not easy, but at the same time, I gotta let you go so you can grow up to be a king that you are meant to be. So that way you can take care of your family, right? And I'm always there for you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I love you, man.
Love you too.
One thing I'd like to tell you that I never could was I didn't want kids. Um, we didn't plan on having you, and we were too young. Well, young, but we were in our 20s. And I found out she was pregnant, and we weren't ready. And um, I was hoping to have, start having kids around when I was 30. So that's another reason why, like, I had to grow up faster because I wasn't where I should have been in life. I should have already had my degree. I should have already had a stable job before having you. So I wasn't ready. And then when you came, I was just like, I got to really focus, laser focus. And that's when it was like, I can't play no more. I got to get myself together and I got to take care of you. And I want to make sure that you're taken care of even more.
I think I got one. I feel like that I know y'all want better for me, like than what y'all had when y'all was younger. But I don't want it to make it seem like I'm disappointing y'all. And I'm not saying like it's like a lot on my shoulders from what y'all put me on, because I know y'all are free of what letting me do in my future. But I just want to make y'all proud, and it's a lot, like, to think about, like, my future and all that. That's why I really don't. I'm not saying I don't like talking about, like, my future and what I want to do, but it's just, I feel like, I don't know, how do I put this? I feel like I just don't want to disappoint y'all into what I do, because I don't want to be like one of them dudes, like, that's older, that's on the side of the road, that's for money and all that. And I know I want, like, better for me. I just
Yeah, we don't mean to be hard on you, but we want so much for you, and we see in you things that I don't think you see. I just don't think you can. You can't see what we can see. You have so much more than I did. I mean, you're tall, you're big, you're strong, you're good looking. You just have so much more that I feel you can do, and I'm like, if I had half of the smarts you did, you know what I'm saying, I would have been so much further. But I know if you would have just, put forth just a little bit more effort, you'd be getting those scholarships from colleges, football-wise and academic-wise. And I know you're big and strong enough to get a football scholarship, but I want you to be that person who, like, kind of like Will Smith. He could have got a basketball scholarship or he could have got an academic scholarship. He could have done it all. And I just feel you are that guy, but I don't feel you put in that effort. And I know you have it. And I think that's where we push you because we see it in you, but we don't know if you see it in you. So,
If this were to be our last conversation, what would you never want me to forget?
Wow.
Yeah, that was deep. That was the first one I looked at.
Whoa. What would I? Wow. I'll say the one that when you said that there was anything about you needing better to be a father, because I remember the times that you would tell me sit aside, like when we driving or anything, you just like ask, "Am I doing this right? Is everything like? Is there anything I need to improve on?" Like, if that time ever comes, which eventually it will, I want you to at least have that instance that you were a great father to me.
I don't like y'all. um, that's all I ask for. You gotta continue the legacy, son. You got my name, bro.
Yes, sir.
If this were to be our last conversation, what would you never want me to forget?
For our last conversation, I never want you to forget how much I love you. You know, even though, like you said, we clashed heads a lot, and I just want to let you know that I always love you and I always look up to you. And you taught me so much. Like, you taught me how to drive. You helped me get over my fear of driving. I was like, man, because I was getting comfortable the other day. I was like, I'm getting good, yes sir. And you taught me, how to respect people, how to treat ladies with respect. Like you showed me like how to treat ladies like my mom with respect, and I'll never gonna like forget that. And I just want to let you know how much I love and I appreciate you, and I thank you for all that you do.
I love you too, man.
all right. If this was our last conversation, what would you never want me to forget?
I wouldn't want you to forget, that I do love you. I do love you, and I do appreciate like everything that you do for me. And like no other dad that I wouldn't want. And I don't want no other dad in the world,
Thanks.
to be honest.